Welcome to another episode of OG55 After Dark. I am joined by Mr. Webba, who's crushing it at the box office, by the way. Mr. Webba is absolutely killing it. And we got Candid Camper Theme Park Thoughts with me. We are today talking about fandom pet peeves. What bothers us? What bugs us about things that the fandom does? We're looking inward today, fandom. We're looking inward today. Let's get ready on OG55. Welcome aboard, everybody, to another episode of OG55. Now, I do want to make it very, very clear before we dive into this episode of OG55 After Dark. This is a show for adults. Okay, so if you have kiddos in the room, you might want to not have them in the room because this is for the adults, the Disney fans that are adults. So, Mr. Webba, welcome back on OG55 After Dark. How are you today, sir?
OG, I am doing fantastic. Thank you so much for having me on.
Absolutely. Where can everybody find Mr. Webba on the social media?
Exactly. You can find me on Instagram, Threads, Twitter, YouTube, Mr. Webba at Webcast Citizen. You can also find me on Orange Grove 55. You can also find me doing very well at the box office, and that's because I am the #1 Disney fan.
This guy is the biggest Disney fan I've ever met.
The biggest, man. I'm the ultra Disney fan.
You are exactly. You are the ultra, and no one has even come close to that level of ultra. You know what I'm saying?
And they won't. They won't touch him.
They can't, bro. They can't. You just can't do it.
Wife doesn't even touch him. I said After Dark, right?
Exactly.
Okay, right show. This is the right show.
There we go. Yeah, Candid always hits the ground running. Mr. Kenny Camper, where can everybody find you on social media, sir?
Yeah, if I'm not canceled by after this one, you can find me on YouTube, The Candid Camper, right here on After Dark. You can go find me over on TikTok and Instagram, The Candid Camper.
There he is. All right, let's dive right in. So today we're talking about pet peeves within the fandom. Like, what do fans do that just irk the crap out of us, right? Candid, I know you're kind of shy, but if you want to come out of your shell a little bit and talk to us about this, what about the fandom? We'll get the ball rolling here. One thing about the fandom that they do that drives you crazy, and it can be anything with the nerd, like what the nerds do when they talk about Disney stuff, or even like what people do when they're at the parks, anything.
Yeah, definitely. So this is one of those I hope everyone that's watching has like 4 hours of me ranting. And if you don't, you could check me out on TikTok, where I'm going to do a few of these little quick ones, maybe once or twice a week, where you can figure out or find out what my pet peeves are for the park. Also, if you go check out one of our videos that I had on a couple of days ago with Mr. Webba, where we actually kind of started this whole thing of etiquette, park etiquette. So I think y'all should go and check that one out, because there's a lot of choice words being used, and at the end of the day, get your shit together. But I'm gonna start off at the very top, and I think this is more of like an everybody thing. I think it's like 95% of all Disney goers will understand this. The fucking people, sorry for that for damn, I already effed up. The fudging people, the fudging people that show up early, really early, to stand in line with 10 of their buddies to go in the park and pick up all the pins, pick up all the buckets, or pick up just whatever else that they're giving away that are limited. So all the other people do not get them by the time that they get to the park.
Yeah, no, that bothers me too, because you have a lot of families, a lot of kiddos, right? Because I remember being a kid, when I was a kiddo, I was a Disney fan, 10, 11, 12 years old, right? And I would collect stuff, maybe not pins back then, but other stuff. And it's sad because you have these, kind of like these douchey, resellers, right? That go in there and they buy like, 57 of everything. And then by the time the family gets there and wants to buy that thing for their son or their daughter, their young kiddo, they're gone. And it's not right. And Disney, I think, needs to get more aggressive in combating that. I know they do little things here and there to kind of try to prevent that, but I think Disney isn't like super worried about it because they get their money up front, right? And I get it, it's a business, right? But it is really kind of a shame because a lot of fans, a lot of young people don't get the merch that they were setting out for because of these people that are piggybacking off of Disney as their personal little business, you know. And I just think it's kind of, I don't know, it's unfair and it's not a good look. What say you, Mr. Webber? What are your thoughts on that, man?
Yeah, sorry, I'm thinking about something else that I have pretty controversial. I'm going to say, but not about this one though. Not about this one. But no, I agree. It drives me nuts when I see these pictures online or videos of these people. Man, they have like 20 popcorn buckets like on their back. I'm like, okay, it's annoying because on one hand, I get it. And from a company perspective, once it's sold, it's off your hands, right? You don't care. You got your money, right?
Yep.
On the other hand, though, it's really a huge disservice to the customer because now your future customers won't be able to get that product. And who knows, maybe they might sell out. Sometimes they have like limited, runs of these buckets, right? And, you don't know, like if they run out for that day, they're done. They're not going to have any more. And so then either you're trying to bounce from location to location or from park to park, and it's just like it's a hunt for this thing, and it shouldn't be. So I think that if you have some dude rolling up with like 5 popcorn buckets, hey, can I buy 2 of those? No, you have 5, you're done. You shouldn't even have 5. Now I get it. Some people can say, well, they're buying stuff for their family. I understand, but if you're a pass holder who has that ability to buy 5, 10, 20 of them at a time, I'm pretty sure you're close by enough where you can come back another day and get some more. You know what I mean? So it's just to me it's a huge courtesy thing, and it just looks very douchey, and I wish these people would stop it.
I agree with you.
Opportunities. Sorry, OG, go ahead.
No, dude. Well, I was going to say real quick, and this is the issue. This is kind of like the tip of the iceberg of this locals annual pass, or as they call them, Magic Key culture that we have now. Because if you didn't have the Magic Key culture, you wouldn't have this problem. If you had mostly a tourism driven resort, this would be very much mitigated. But Disney has decided to go all in on the locals, which is fine. It's a business decision. I get it. But the locals culture is what's fueling this entire thing with the resellers and all that garbage. There's a lot of stuff that's been happening with that Magic Key locals culture that's been really toxic. And it's a lot of people complain about the symptoms, but they don't complain about the disease, right? And look, I'm a local. We're all pretty much locals, Canada, you're kind of a local, but like, I mean, you're California, you're West Coast, but for me, it's like I'm not trying to put down locals because I am one, but like I'm just trying to say that like we have to look inward sometimes, and I do feel like the locals. I feel like there's this very aggressive sort of like me kind of like vibe and culture going on, and that culture has become really toxic. And the resellers is like a sliver of this bigger issue. Go ahead, Kenneth.
Yeah, and what I was going to say earlier is I had opportunities myself to buy extra popcorn buckets and extra pins, and I didn't do that because it's just I want that next person to be able to have that magic and walk up. And there's been times where in my life where I've walked up and I'm either the last one getting something or the one person in front of me was the last person to get something. It sucks. I don't want to be in those situations to be the person to take or the person to not get it either. So one at a time, man. And I think that most places should limit these things, especially like Pokemon cards and stuff like that. You're right about the local stuff. I talked about that the other day. It's just the fact that Disney's given out SoCal residents like passes and discounts for that makes zero sense to me. Those are the ones that you probably want to charge the most. And I'm going to ask you a real question, OG. You don't have to answer if you don't want to, if you're uncomfortable, of course.
No, I'm good.
When you go to the parks, how much on average do you think you spend every single time you go?
I'll be honest, because I'm a vibes guy, so I don't do a lot of rides. So I probably spend more than the average key holder because I'm like basically just walking around and eating and drinking.
Wrong guy to ask that. Wrong guy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably spending on an average visit probably $100.
Okay.
But
That's way
I'm
more.
weird though, because I don't really go on rides. You know what I'm saying? So like,
But
I
you're
don't know.
contributing to the pass. That's what I
Yeah.
mean. Like, there's people like even me when I go. I mean, Webber, you saw me, dude. I ate once.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ate once and brought in my own snacks, dude. Like, I'm not spending any money in there. It's not feasible for me. Then when I go with my family, like we pack our own lunches, bring our own drinks in. If the kids want something special, we'll get something special, of course. But we're not spending that money. And I guarantee you, if I'm not doing it, there's a lot of people that bought those really expensive passes that are not doing the same thing. So what is the point of having these people? Is it to say that it's busy? Is it to get all these clicks and likes on the internet because they're taking pictures to make other people want to come too? But then they show up and they see 80% of everybody in there is fucking locals. So everything's just packed. And then Disney does this thing where they want people in the park, right? And they raise the price of the tickets to help mitigate like how many people are coming in. But you're letting pass holders in instead of the people that are actually paying the price. So now everyone else has to pay a higher price for the freaking ticket. And if you didn't let these people come in, you still let them have passes. Like I think SoCal people, everybody should be able to have passes, right? But
Yeah.
there shouldn't be any discounts. And if you do have that pass, it should still be limited time. I don't think everybody should be able to go in any single day they want anymore. I know they kind of have the tier system and everything like that, but the way the park is now, it just makes it very difficult. I shouldn't have to
So
sit there and like feel like I can't get an extra day if I want to go an extra day.
Yeah.
so
What's that?
this
What?
sorry guys, so this is actually a very good discussion about what's the value of the passes then, because if you have different tiers, if I'm paying, not me but hypothetical someone, if someone's paying
Right.
almost $2,000 for an annual pass, right, which is the top tier, right, what, $1,900,
Right.
what perks are going to come with that though, right?
Yeah, and I'm okay with discount parking and getting in, but you get a certain amount of days. Like you shouldn't be able to get in on all the holidays. You shouldn't be able to get in during like the summertime when it's like peak, like any peak time. They shouldn't be able to get in like that, and
So-
especially letting them in at like 5 o'clock at night. Like it's weird.
So the hard part with that though is they already had a product that offered that before, and already with the current one, they've already taken some of that away, right? They've taken the week of Christmas and New Year's off. People, key holders, locals are already complaining about that. You try to take that away even more, oh dude, it's gonna be.
When do they make them?
show.
When do they make their money? They make their money on holidays and on their vacation time. Locals don't need to come in the parks during that time. They're not going on a once in a lifetime trip during the holidays to see the magic.
Well, right, and I think that's why Disney, in terms of the reservation system, they prioritize the single day tickets. You know, you see that you look at the reservation calendar for a key holder versus a single day ticket holder. The single day ticket's always available.
Yes.
You know,
the thing too that really bothers me, and this is funny because this actually kind of dovetails beautifully into what we're talking about. You have this kind of this locals culture, right? People who go once a week, maybe 3, 4, 5 times a week, maybe every day, who knows, right? And then they're at the park, and then and I'm not saying everybody, because there's a lot of locals that do respect their like the people in the parks, right? Like our good friend, Theme Park Casual and Bob Berry Place, when they go to the parks, they respect everybody, but there are some that don't, right? And the thing that bothers me is like you have these people who go to these places like Disneyland all the time, and they're ruining the show for the one-time visitor from Australia or that one-time visitor from New Zealand or Japan, right? And it's like, no. You know what? This is my spot. I don't care if the kid from Japan is behind me and can't see the fireworks. It's all about me. Like, it's like, come on, bro. Like, you're here every week, dude. Let the kiddo get in front of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, I hate that. Like as locals, we should be the best ambassadors for the brand, right? Like, we should be like, hey, you know what? We're locals, we're here all the time. We should be setting an example. And instead, all too often, not all the time, but all too often, we're the worst of it. It's like,
let the kids drive the damn Jeep.
Let them drive the Jeep, Marcus. Let them do it. You know what I'm saying? Let them do it.
I'm not local, but I'm driving this shit.
We're driving it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's crazy you have this attitude of like, well, why this kid's in my way? It's like, dude, come on, man. Like, grow up. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Webb.
Yeah. OG, so bouncing off that, this is actually something I discussed with Candid on all our video we did last. And that was with like annoying queue line situations with guests, I guess so locals. And I've noticed it a lot too recently, especially when I go on Haunted Mansion and I'm in the stretchy room. Okay, I want to be immersed in the story and what's happening. Instead, what's happening? I have everybody just talking the entire time, and you can't even hear, the ghost host saying anything. And then people are reciting the entire thing. I'm just like, I get it. You understand. That's awesome. You know it. I know it. Everybody knows it. That's fantastic. But can we all just be quiet and listen to the ghost host do his thing, so we can all be immersed in this? And because I remember before, growing up as a kid, I could have sworn the cast members would tell everybody to like shh, like hush down, and then everybody would be pretty silent. But now it's just everybody just talk, 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 talk.
Well,
It sounds like a restaurant in there.
No, it's crazy. And you know what the crazy thing about that, Webba, is it's not about having fun. Now, maybe for some people it is. I don't want to put a judgment call on everybody. Most of the time, it's not about having fun and reciting the ghost host spiel. It's
No.
more about look at me, 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 me.
Mhm.
I'm such a big Disney fan. I know all the words. Let's be real. That's really what it's about. And it's so annoying. Go ahead, Candid. I know you have thoughts on this.
Yeah. So I don't have a t-shirt shop yet, like some of my other buddies, but when I do get one, it's gonna say ghost host on the front, and on the back it's gonna say me, 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 me. I know all the words.
There you go, dude.
Or pick me, 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 me. I know all the words.
You know what I'm saying? Me, 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 me. Look at me. I know all the words. Go ahead, Candid. What are your thoughts on this, man? Because this is a big deal, man.
That's something I brought up before too. I think that is probably the biggest one for me, is the ghost host scene, because everyone, their mom does it, dude. And I sit there and I do it in my head. I'm not fucking out there like, I don't want people to look at me. I don't want people knowing that I'm there. And once again, we're like, this is immersion to its fullest. That is what I enjoy as a Disney fan. When you say Disney adult, now my adult brain gets to actually focus in and look at the architecture or the process behind everything, and then that all gets taken away by people messing around, and they're not taking it serious. And the thing is, like, you don't need to take life serious, and you are your own person.
All right.
But there's a respect level and a balance to that, and that's pretty much why all these pet peeves exist, because people aren't figuring out that balance, because it's me, me, me in my own world. And I get that. I'm very pro me, and I am on my time. I am on my clock all the time, and I hate when people stop in front of me and do their own shit. Get the frick out of my way. But guess what? I still do it respectfully. I'll go around them, but I'll let them, like, I won't push too much. But that is one that just bothers me. So I agree with you on that. The other one I think that has a big deal, and it's starting to become more of a habit, is the Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
Oh man,
that one's starting to get a little voicey too. So yeah.
This one,
nothing can stop us now.
That one,
yeah, that one.
I mean, that one. That one.
Track switch.
Oh, I got that one too, dude. I got that one too. I got a track switch. Hold on one sec, bro.
Oh no! I must have hit that track switch.
Yeah, I know. The locals love reciting that song, you know. And I don't. I mean, here's the thing. It's like, I'm not anti-fun. Like, I get it. Like, if you want to, like, you know, but I think there's a way to do it where you're not like being obnoxious and you're not ruining the show for everybody else around you. Like, you can be fun. You can have fun with your friends or whatever, and still be respectful of like your surroundings, you know.
Yeah, but there's people that overdo it, and it's just it gets to the point where you're overdoing it and it doesn't look natural. And I think that's the annoying thing. So, like, for instance, with people TikTok dancing because they think they're cool or something. I'm so glad this is starting to slow down, because people everyone out there at TikTok dances. Look, my camera can't even fucking help. You guys look like fucking idiots. Like, straight up, if I see two people dancing over in the corner doing weird shit like fucking fake ass Vogue, like, bro, you're not cool. You're gonna go post it on there. and then I sit back, I'm like, fuck, I TikTok, dude. But people probably think I the same thing, but I'm not out there being lame dancing. Anyways, don't take up the space, and don't get mad when someone walks in front of your camera. So that's another pet peeve. I know I'm kind of jumping. I know it's Webba's turn, but when someone sets up a camera, or a Disney influencer, they set up a camera and then people walk in, they get mad at you. I'm gonna use that for again. Fuck you. I paid the same amount to get in here. You're not gonna stop me, and I'm not gonna care that you're trying to TikTok dance or anything. I'm walking the way I want to walk. Sorry, crop me out, bro.
Well, no, I understand what you're saying because the parks, and this is the thing that I think a lot of influencers don't understand, right? A lot of them do, but a lot of them don't. The park is private property.
Yep.
It's not your backyard. It's not your playground to do whatever you want. This is private property. And it's shared by thousands and thousands and millions of people. You have to respect that. Like, so you're right, Candid. If like you're trying to, make a TikTok, and it's like, well, it's a walkway, bro. Like these families that traveled from God knows where, Iowa, Japan, Australia, are trying to get through. Your TikTok is not a priority.
And there's a difference because you have the family that's trying to take the picture with someone or in front of someone. That I will stop and go around, or I'll ask, hey, do you want me to take that for you?
Right.
That's the difference, because you're doing something with your family and this is a once in a lifetime trip or something like that. I respect that. But you're being a douchebag going out of your way to fucking dance or zoom in on tater tots or your chili dog. Like, come on, bro. Like, I get it. And we have people in the business that are like that. And I have friends that zoom in on their tater tots. But my friends respect other people's surroundings, and the tots understand.
Yes, exactly. And like, exactly. Yeah. We zooming in on your tots. That
Shout out to Tommy Toon if you're watching.
We love Tommy. Tommy.
He's sitting there. He's like, "Do you know how many tot videos?" Next videos, just zoom in all the way in on tots.
Zoom in, bro. Like you gotta, get in there, right? Mr. Whoever, what do you had a pet peeve, right? You were saying earlier on. What is that?
I don't know if it's really a pet. It's not really a pet peeve, but maybe it is. I don't know. You guys let me know, or maybe I'm just being an a-hole. Just let me know. Let me know. So this goes off the influencer thing. So get ready. So what I'm about to say is not going to be directed at any one person. Everybody's really cool in the community, awesome, or the influencers or vloggers. This is more so as a collective.
Okay, real quick before you start that, I need to drop something real quick, Webba.
The following program, though incredibly nerdy, is intended for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised, and you probably shouldn't watch if you're an overly sensitive pussy.
It's about to get weird.
There we go. Go ahead, Webba. Go ahead.
Okay. And this is funny because we're going to D23, right? So, and a lot of them are going to be there, of course. But I'm sorry, but I feel like that when all the influencers come together like superheroes, it feels very circle jerky when they're all together live streaming and recording.
Did you say that on YouTube?
Well, I think because he said jerky, so maybe it won't catch it.
Okay.
Yeah, because if he would have said just the shorthand version, it might have caught it. But jerky,
the shorthand version of his circle. Come on, Mr. Webber. Let's go.
Man, that's brutal, man. You never
short-handed.
Yeah, you don't want to go. You don't want to go shorthand with the jerky, right?
No.
I'm sorry to cut you off.
Sorry. Yeah, that's rough, man. That's rough. All right, well.
No, but I just feel like as a fandom, I mean, I get it. It's fun. It's cool. You're hanging out with everybody, right? You're all the bros and stuff. But at the same time, man, when I think about it, like just looking from the outside, it looks like goofy. It looks nerdy,
really
man.
Choice words tonight, dude.
Well, I know,
all I can picture now is Webba looking from the outside with his short hands. And there's just a circle jerky. He's like, "What are you guys doing?"
Well, it's like little T-Rex arms.
Was it my germs? Anyways,
no, but you're absolutely right, though. I completely agree with you on that. Where it does feel like that, and it's I don't know, and I think that's why a lot of times, like, because there's a lot of good influencers that do things like the right way, and they produce a lot of quality and they do their thing, and then there's a lot that do like the whole like very grifty style, you know?
Well, because what I mean is like that. I'm trying to look at it from a regular average person tourist experience. You go to the park and you see a group of like 20 influencers. They all have their cameras out. They're all taking up the walkway space. They're all clowning around or whatever. All like, on their cameras. It's just, it looks silly. I'm sorry, it does. It looks silly, and it looks, I don't know. I don't know, dude. It looks dorky. I'm sorry, it looks dorky. I get it, we're all nerds, but it just, that appearance, that image, just it amplifies that even more so. And again, I'm not like targeting any single person, but as a whole group, it just looks silly. I'm sorry, it does.
Yeah.
So again, is that like a P? Is that like a pet peeve? I don't know if you call it a pet peeve.
Well, but I think it's a pet peeve. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And you're right. There are a lot of good people that do that stuff, but then there's a lot of
some really good people out there,
bad actors that do that stuff. And it's like, as Kendrick says, a lot of goofies with a check, you know what I'm saying? But Ken, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, and I agree with them too. It's mixed. It's a mixed bag. Some of the people I watch on YouTube besides you guys is just, they're great, man. They do great content. They're not overdoing it. I'll give a shout out. I'll say a name, Dave from Fresh Bake, dude.
Hell yeah,
dude. You know what you're gonna get every single time you watch it.
And hey, Bricky, but these guys
too, yeah.
Hey, Bricky, but these guys aren't. See, this is the thing. Like, I think Dave from Fresh Baked and Hey Bricky, I think they're more like,
they're not influencers.
They're not. No, they're more like what we do. Yeah, they're like nerdy fans that just like just want to like nerd out with every like.
And I love you said that
right?
because there's a difference, and people use the influencer to that verbiage too much, because I don't consider myself one of those. I don't go out there and promote things or try to influence you into buying shit. Like, that's not what I'm about. I like the fandom. I like talking nerdy space. I like just being free to have my freedom of speech and use it on Disney people. I like making people upset because it's truth. That's the thing. People get so mad at the truth, and then they realize it after, and they're like, oh, well, screw that guy, even though he's right. That's what I love. And I like making people think. I think that's the biggest thing for me. I want people to think. And I love the comments that I get, because every time I say something that's so off the wall, people go, oh, that's not true. That's not going to happen. They're not going to do that. They're not going to cut the rivers of America in half. No fucking duh, they're not going to cut the rivers in America in half. I'm not stupid. Like, I can understand, but what if, right? That's the whole point behind it. Why can't you think that way? Why do you have to keep following in the same pathway because your favorite influencer says that it's not? And I think that's the problem. I want people to be able to hear me and have their own opinion on stuff and not follow one person's law.
Well, and the other thing, you're 100%. And the other thing too is I've been in this community for a really, really long time. And I say that all the time, but it's AOL dial-up. I was in the AOL, America Online Disneyland news groups back in
10 years, baby, 10 years.
Bro. Oh, yeah. Well, even more, 10 years of OG55, but like 20 some odd years of being in the fandom, like back with the
Dude, dating yourself, dude,
big time. America Online, like news groups and shit, like way back in the day. But like, I would always hear this narrative, Candid, like, oh, well, they would never do that. They would never, ever. They can't do that because that building is over there. They can't do it. Bro, like, seriously, I'm so sick of hearing about what Disney can or can't do. They literally rerouted the railroad, shortened the rivers of America. They were flattening sidewalks to fit Star Wars in Disneyland, okay?
They put Star Wars in fucking Disneyland.
They put 15 acres. They put 15-acre Star Wars behind Frontierland. And that's why when people tell me, and this will go into my other pet peeve real quick, but like, that's why when people tell me, well, Avatar, OG, I don't know, man. I mean, how are they gonna fit it? Look, you guys, like they're literally building Coco on the sidewalk. Okay.
Yeah. Wild.
Like, I think they're going to be okay with what they got for Avatar. Okay. I think we'll be fine, but go ahead, Ken.
Yeah. Yeah. And I agree with you too, because you never know. It's like watching WWE. You don't know who the fuck they're going to give the belt to next. It could be some rando dude. And you're like, oh, well, that's cool. That guy gets the belt. I don't know why. I don't know why we need it, but then you end up watching him wrestle for a little bit. Like, oh, this guy deserves a belt. Not saying that Galaxy Edge deserved to get a belt. Not all of it anyways. They deserve to be like interim. But I agree with you, man. It's just have the what if factor. Have a little bit of fun. don't go out there and just expect don't be vanilla. There it is. Stop being so vanilla. And the thing is, vanilla doesn't get Disney anywhere. And we've learned that from the past because to me, DCA is pretty fucking vanilla.
Now, real quick, just to be clear, when you make a vanilla joke, is that a white joke?
Vanilla ice. Vanilla ice, baby.
I kind of resemble that remark. You know what I'm saying? A little bit.
You want me to tell you the truth?
I'm flabbergasted, bro. I'm flabbergasted.
Yeah, and the funny thing is that if anyone knows you, you definitely have some like chocolate chip sprinkles in there, dude.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. You're definitely chocolate chip sprinkles. Then Mr. Webb over here, that dude, he got some Australian sprinkles in him.
Oh,
I don't know what flavor that is, but go
hey,
for it,
man, down under. But what say you, Mr. Webber? What are your thoughts on the little Australian sprinkles?
So Australian sprinkles,
I hope
right?
she doesn't watch this. I don't want to get in trouble.
No, you're good, man. You're good.
There's only a few people I'm scared of, dude. He knows he's like, fuck, I'm gonna get beat. Because tomorrow's show he has a black guy
and a broken nose.
Yeah.
So it's kind of going off with what you were saying, OG, but like I have a pet peeve, and it's more so of a recent one for me, and that's just because I think it's been more prominent out there, and that's the whole. It's kind of a 2-for-1 here, I feel like, and which is the kind of idea, and I actually said it in our group text earlier today with the boys, that
shout out to the group text, by the way.
Group text, shout out. And because we were talking about the new Fast and Furious roller coaster and whatnot. I feel like that really ever since Universal, and it could have gone back further, but just for me, that with at the same time while Universal's doing good, Disney has been very hit or miss, right? And I feel like between the two, there's this mentality throughout the community, like Disney deserves to go down. There's like this mentality, hey, Universal needs to beat Disney. Disney needs to be shown what's up. That they're putting out crap, and go Universal, go Epic Universe. It's going to kill Disney, the Disney killer. And I just don't understand this toxic mindset here from the fans. Like, yeah, I get it, right? Disney hasn't put out the best of everything for sure. But that doesn't mean you should root for it to fail.
No.
And I think that's a huge toxic theme in the community that's been happening right now.
No, I would agree with you on that. I think that we should be rooting for both of them to succeed.
Exactly.
Right.
Dude, once one goes, like, I'm a very competitive person. If I see somebody winning, guess what I want to do? I want to win. So I'm going to try harder and try harder. I don't think Disney really takes I don't know. Let me choose some choice of words here. I don't think Disney has the mindset of going into something half-assing it. I think they just go through too many people to get to the final step. And every time it gets to the end, it's just been picked apart. So you're like, think of like having a chicken, like a drumstick, and just everybody at the table is taking a little piece. So you just have the fucking the bone at the end. And that's what happened with like Tiana, and then that's what happened with some of the rides, like the Avatar, the second part of Avatar Land with the boat ride, the Navi River. Like they're just picking pieces apart, but they have these huge ambitions of what they want to do and what they want to give the fans. But then the wrong fans, the 5% or the 10% fans somehow get trickled in there, and they listen to that, and those are the people that are picking the bullshit from the bones. Where Universal, on the other hand, they're letting you motherfuckers roll down some hills in your whips, and they're doing some crazy stuff. You got all those neighbors crying about it, and guess what they're doing? They're rolling down the windows on the way down the hill. Just keep racing their little race cars. They don't care. And I think that is exactly what Disney needs. They need to stop worrying about the BS and worry about the 90% of the people that actually want these things, and they want it in full. And they have to spend the money. Disney makes money. Spend the money. Keeping things separate with the movies and the parks, I think, is how it needs to be. And they need to spend the money, because what happens when you go to Tokyo? What happens when you go to China? Those places spend every single ounce of their money on these places, and it makes them tenfold. The money comes in. How many times have you heard that Tokyo Disney Sea is the best park? Pretty much every time. Yeah. So when you have these locals, oh, Disneyland's the best. No, bro. Disneyland is a shell of itself compared to what we have in Tokyo.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, these companies, yeah, when people root for Disney to fail, that's not the mind. That's not where we need to be. You know what I'm saying? Root for Universal to do really, really good stuff to motivate Disney to do better stuff, right? But like it's not like I think a lot of fans feel like it makes them like cool or something, like to like say like, oh, I hope Disney collapses or Mouse House bad and all that BS. It's like, come on, you guys, you know. Um, First of all, Universal isn't even saying that. Like, do you think Universal wants Disney to fail in Florida? Like, a lot of Universal's business is spillover from Walt Disney World.
Exactly.
Like, both of these companies, like, not only do they share talent, they are internally their friends, the executives and what have you. And on top of that, in terms of like from a business perspective, they both feed each other. Right. I mean, even out here in California, Universal Hollywood, people come out here to Universal Hollywood to experience that park. They're going to go to Disneyland almost certainly. So why would Universal want Disney to fail? And why would Disney want Universal to fail? They both help each other. All this nonsense about like Disney versus Universal is a fan-driven war. Both like the people at Disney and Universal don't give a crap about that. You go on the Universal Tram Tour and they tell you how many Disney movies are filmed there. And how many Disney shows are filmed there. Like, they're not enemies, you know what I'm saying? But I guess on social media, it's sexier to like make it sound like they are, you know what I'm saying?
Frenemies.
Yeah.
Frenemies. That's exactly it. Frenemies. Now, one of my pet peeves is actually the narratives around DCA. I'm just getting real tired of it. Like, it's so crazy, all the problems DCA has, right? So we're gonna cram Coco right here in between the Incredicoaster and the boardwalk piece. So we're gonna shove it in there. We're gonna add a Kuka arm ride in the event in Avengers Campus that Imagineers admitted the Kuka arm is the theme. So there you go. The technology is the theme.
You're
you
so
guys.
bad about this thing. What if it's the most amazing thing in the world and you're just gonna get fucking blown away?
Hey, you never know. And dude, I hope I'm wrong. But like, the Kuka arm thing, and it's like fans are like, okay, that's cool. Disney goes, okay, but we're also going to build like this really cool Pandora, which is like literally Pandora in Animal Kingdom is like top tier Imagineering. And that's the thing that the fandom is going to sit there and be like, no, come on, Disney, change your mind. Why are you building that? That's the thing we're going to go to bat for. That's the thing we're going to be an activist against, is that Pandora. All the crap we've gotten in the last since 2012, all the crap we've gotten in DCA, the phoned in attempts, that's fine. But we're gonna go ahead. Pixar Pier, which is like it's Pixar, but we're gonna have a Mickey face on the Ferris wheel. All that half-ass shit is fine. But Pandora is the existential crisis of the park. That's the thing that like everyone needs to come out the woodwork to stop. Yep. Oh my god, drives me crazy, you guys. And again, I'm not saying that I'm not even an Avatar guy. I don't like the movies. I'm not really like a big Avatar guy. I don't even think it really fits the park, to be honest. I mean, in terms of in terms of a theme, right? I mean, you can make the argument based on like the dedication plaque. Even when they talk about like the dreamers and the visionaries of California, you can make the argument James Cameron is a part of that. Okay, but most people don't read the plaque like I do. So it's kind of a moot point.
Yeah.
But like, I get it. It has its issues. But those issues are pretty minor compared to like, the thing is, this park sits just feet away from Disneyland. And we're going to, all these phoned in, like good is good enough attempts are not good for it. Like, I want this park to be comparable to the park across the way. And I feel like over and over and over and over again, fans push back on quality. It's like, yeah, we want Zootopia. Zootopia is cool, you guys. But Zootopia is literally like everything else in that park. It's Disney animation, but it looks like a Pixar movie. Everything in DCA is a freaking Pixar movie. The reason why fans want Zootopia is because it feels so familiar. It's the safe bet. Pandora is not. Pandora shakes things up a little bit, is a little risky. I want the riskier move. I don't want the thing that feels like everything else in the park. I want something new and different. I want something that is going to change the optics for DCA. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I don't love Avatar as a franchise. You know what I'm saying? But then I hear all these narratives too about, well, the last movie only made $1.4 billion. But then we're fine with Indiana Jones coming to Animal Kingdom, which, I mean, when's the last time an Indiana Jones movie really caught fire? I mean, Dial of Destiny didn't do it. Crystal Skull didn't do it. It's been a long time. Emperor's New Groove was rumored for Villain's Land. Who knows if it's going to be there or not? Maybe, maybe not. That franchise has never been a hot thing. Tron has never been a hot thing. So why do all the Florida projects get this pass and they can have mid franchises that don't make any money? And we're all supposed to be like cool, excited for the Florida stuff. But man, the last Avatar, man, it only made 1.4 billion. I don't know, man. I don't know if it's worth it. What is it?
You know what it is, OG? And I'm on your side 100% because we talked about this already.
Same
But
here.
if you got to look at it from that lens, I think the reason being is space and limitation, because we should be a little bit more picky with what we do. Once again, going back to Galaxy's Edge, and this is like the 80th time I'm gonna say it, but who knows if you watch my videos or watch me. Cut it in half. We should have got the cantina. We should have got the other restaurant, a couple shops, and we should have got one ride. And then the other stuff should have been saved. The other part of that land should have been saved. We didn't need the full thing from Florida. But that's what it comes down to. I think it just comes down to space. And I'm not the biggest fan of Avatar either. I think they're very basic ass movies. James Cameron just did a great job at promotion and then using 3D cameras. And and his angles are beautiful. Like that, filmed beautifully. It's just a basic ass movie. So the whole thing with that, it sucks. I wasn't juiced to hear that either. I'm like, that doesn't work. But when you look at it from the big picture, I'm just happy to get something that's going to be quality because I already seen what we got in Florida and it's beautiful. And you have Cars Land as your other anchor. That, I mean, come on, Cars is so hard to beat right now. Avatar is going to be that one that's going to come in there. It's going to hold its chrome next to it, and we need that. Coco is going to be interesting to see. I know I called Coco a land. People got on my ass for it, but realistically, dude, it's going to be a little mini land. It's going to be its own section behind everything. How's that not going to be its own thing? It's not going to be connected to a pier. It's not going to be Coco on the pier. It's going to be its own little mini section. And I guarantee you they're going to put food and everything on that side. It's all going to be Coco driven. That's a mini land to me. So for all y'all hating out there, I'm not going to say it again. Sorry, I probably said too many F words, but all of you. So I agree with you, OG. People need to stop complaining about things. They need to let things be a little more organic and just hear it out. And it's not like you're getting the worst franchise ever, especially because it's already been it's already been done. And it, like you said, 100% successful rate for what's it called, for Zootopia. Same thing with Avatar. Avatar's only failure was that half-ass boat ride, but no one complains about the land itself and the flight of passage.
Exactly. So. And we're getting a killer boat ride. We're getting the Shanghai Pirate Disneyland.
I need that,
dude.
I don't care if there's anything in there. Like I just need it.
I just want that ride. I want that ride. And I want that ride. I want that environment. And right now, DCA is consistently compared to Hollywood studios in Florida.
Yeah.
But that will change though. That will change with Pandora, because now you're going to have a lot less backlotty stuff and more real world environments. And
that comes with the name change, hopefully.
Maybe it will. Maybe we'll get Disney Cinematic Adventure.
Yeah, I think the problem with that DCA has, this also ties in kind of with the locals as well, is DCA is a very festivity, drink at the park type of deal. So I think that's why there's this mindset to what your point, OG. It's just DCA. It doesn't really matter, because they look at it as a place to go just to kind of hang out, drink, and chill or whatever. So there's no need for them to really have any importance put into the park, right? And I think that's a really unfortunate mindset to have. And I think it does need that ambition. That park needs that ambition. And I'll be honest, I don't like Avatar either. I've said it plenty of times. I don't like the characters. They're ugly. Don't like the story. It's boring. I don't like the movies. However,
so you wouldn't?
I wouldn't what?
Oh, never mind. Keep going.
So about the theme park environments,
I think he's talking. I think he's. I think what he's referring to is smash or pass.
Oh,
A
pass.
Navi.
Totally.
Pass,
Yeah.
yeah.
No. What do you call it? But as a theme park environment, this park totally needs that. And look, if you have Pandora, and then you have the 2 new Avengers rides, and they have Cars Land. If you look at the park map, you're going to have 3 incredible lands: Pandora, and then Avengers Campus with 4 rides, and then you're going to have Cars Land. And then on the opposite side, you're going to have Coco right next to the Pixar Pier, which that's like the last thing that has to kind of be dealt with. But yeah, this place really needs something. And my problem with these people talk about Pandora, it's like, okay, when we're talking about Pandora and Zootopia, why does it have to be one or the other, right? I mean, can it be Pandora and maybe something else, or maybe 2 other things entirely? Why are the options limited to down to just the 2? Now, I know that we're getting Pandora, right? But let's say hypothetically, if we weren't, and it was still speculation, why is it just limited to those 2 IPs? Why couldn't it be something else? But everybody's just talking about, oh, I want Zootopia, or I want Pandora. Well, okay, well, why do you want Zootopia though? It's the same as everything else in DCA. To me, it looks like Toontown. I don't want the Toontown. DCA is already hot enough. We need more shade and tree and natural plant life like freaking Grizzly Peak. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's just annoying when people say that, oh, well, the numbers on the last movie went down, and so I don't think DCA should get it. They should put an expansion in Animal Kingdom. Well, no, they shouldn't, because if it's going down, then that means that either park should not get it. Also, I think this also is a good point to point out that I don't think the parks, whether Disneyland or Universal, Disney or Universal, I don't think that they look at a IP being relevant is in their pocket of what they consider to put in the park as the fans believe to be. Because like, oh, well, it's not making money or it's making less money. I don't think the companies care about that. It's what can we design from a storytelling perspective that's going to fit thematically in this space.
Well, yeah, that, and I think they also factor in like what can they get with food and drink and all that stuff as well. I mean, look, honestly, realistically, right? If it was all about the box office, like a lot of fans claim it is, and I always say this, but it's true, you wouldn't get an Indiana Jones in Animal Kingdom. You just wouldn't. The franchise has not been hot in forever. That you wouldn't get it. You just would not get it. You wouldn't have gotten Tron. I mean, even Encanto is kind of if you're going to go, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's not a whole lot there. Like, I think there's more to it than just the box office, and a lot of fans don't understand that. You know,
No.
they're just
Encanto
laser
caught on
focused.
later too. Once it hit Disney Plus, that's when it started blowing up, and it was just the music. I don't think the movie's that great.
No, I don't.
So-
Yeah, same, I agree.
It was the song that blew up. The movie, yeah, exactly. If it wasn't for the song, would the movie have done what it did? Probably not.
No. But I will say though, again, from a theme park attraction perspective, that concept of a console could be amazing. To your point, with that YouTube just did a video of Hong Kong Disneyland with Mystic Manor, right? A similar system you can use with that console ride. So again, it's not always about the movie's amazing or sucks or did really well. It's about what concept idea could you take from
But Tron,
right?
Like they scratch for that, dude.
Yeah,
they scratched for Tron.
And this is the thing that bothers me. I didn't hear a single Floridian complain about getting Tron.
No, they didn't.
But it's an issue for us to get Pandora, and that bothers me. I don't mind if you have if you're from Florida and you have the stance of like, well, you know, these movies need to be heavy hitters with the box office. That's fine, but be consistent though. Then I hope you were advocating against Tron. I hope you're currently advocating against Indiana Jones. But I feel like a lot of times, and here's the thing, I get it. The Pandora in Florida is an exclusive. So maybe they feel like they don't want to lose that exclusivity, which I understand and respect that. But just say that. Just say, hey, you know what? This is something that like we have in our resort that I feel, is special for Florida. Like I'm kind of disappointed that it's going to be in California. And
they get cars.
I mean, well, they're getting our cars. Exactly. Yeah. And that's fine. We're getting Indiana Jones. Back. Yeah. Indiana Jones. I mean, that's exclusive here. Yeah. I mean, like, well, in Tokyo, but like, I mean, but so we don't mind giving it away, but like for whatever reason, I feel like when we get their stuff though, it's a little bit more of an issue. And that's disappointing. Like why? Like why is that, you know what I'm saying?
And the worst part of it too is anything that we get from them is a clone. Like we don't
A lot
get
of times,
we don't get our own specialized version of it. Like they're getting everything that they're getting from us is a new version of what we already had. We're not getting that.
No, I mean Pandora we
Right.
are, but yeah, you're right. Well, and then they were getting a whole new
Yeah, I guess
Tomorrowland.
Pandora.
Yeah, Pandora's a
Yeah.
fresh, but they're getting a whole new Tomorrowland.
Different indie. So
I mean, and they're getting a whole new Tomorrowland with a new Buzz Lightyear, Carousel of Progress. They still have their People Mover.
Space Mountain.
They're getting an all new Space Mountain, and then it's still all on X. It's Be Fair to Florida. Be Fair to Florida. You know what? Be fair to California.
West Side.
Come on. Come on. Be fair. Like, I mean, when are we going to get into Tomorrowland? When's the last time we heard any rumors about our Tomorrowland?
and we need it. They have 4 parks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But Canada, don't forget though, we get popcorn buckets they don't get, so they're
Oh
mistreated.
yeah, that makes sense. You know what else we get too? We get arcades that used to play movies, and we used to have Honey, I Shrunk the Audience. Like we used to have a whole bunch of cool stuff that they didn't have. So it is what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. And again, it's not all Florida fans, and it's mostly like the X culture that I see this on, and it's just like, why can't we all be happy? Like I'm happy that Florida is getting dope stuff. Why can't it be reciprocated? Like, okay,
It gives me a reason to want to go there. That's the whole point behind this. And once again, I'm all for. I'm not a big fan of clones. Like as much as I want most of the stuff here, I want to have a reason to go to Florida, just like I want them to have a reason to come to California. So if you, like you said, if it's exclusivity that they want to have for Pandora, I totally understand that. But once again, like you said, say that. Let us know that's why you're complaining about it. Don't just complain to complain.
Well, right. I think the complaint to complain is really people or fans hiding the real reason why they're complaining about it. So they come up with these other excuses to why, like for example, they don't want Pandora without actually saying I don't want it.
Well, what you brought up earlier, Webb, it kind of says that because it's like, well, yeah, Pandora shouldn't go in DCA for this reason and that reason. Why don't you just put those Pandora ideas over here and expand our Animal Kingdom Pandora? Well, wait a minute. I thought this franchise was dead. So why would we expand your Animal Kingdom Pandora? See, and that's where I think that the truth comes out a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what else bothers me since we're talking about Avatar is like, why did you have to spend millions of dollars to cast Zoe Saldana to play a blue person?
Right.
Play a blue person.
Yeah, like why couldn't you just pick some random ass actor that like I didn't know for the longest time that was even her. You know what I mean? And then I don't know. I just feel like sometimes there's opportunities for other people. They don't need to keep pushing like big people on top of us.
Well, I agree with you. Even with was it Gwendolyn Christie who played Captain Phasma in Star Wars, the sequels?
Mm-hmm.
Gwendolyn Christie, I believe that's her name. Anyway, she was on Game of Thrones, right? I mean, she's dope. She's a great actress. But why her? She had like no screen time, and she was in like a metal suit the whole time. It makes no sense.
Not the voice. Her voice isn't unique.
Right. I mean, well, and then the whole thing, Star Wars, don't even get me started. Force Awakens, they get those dudes from The Raid. I think it was like a movie from like Thailand or something. And these martial artists are like the most badass guys like you'll ever see. And like these guys were like crazy. And they had the guys from The Raid in The Force Awakens. So when they announced that, I was like, oh my God, there's going to be some crazy lightsaber battles with these guys. This is going to be bonkers, bananas, right? And what did they do in the movie? They stood in a hallway on the Millennium Falcon and argued with Han. Wow, that was really a great investment, on your money, right? I was like, come on. Like, that's the thing. Like, come on. Like, if you're going to hire these guys, these crazy martial artists, let them do their business. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I agree.
Go
ahead.
No, I was just saying very underutilized for sure.
Exactly. You want me to share your screen, Mr.
Yeah, this is the only reason why I want Avatar so bad. I don't know. Have you had a Night Blossom?
I haven't.
Dude, fire, and you can get it if you're a drinker. You can get a little bit of alcohol topped in there too. So it's
Well,
apple, desert pear, limeade, and boba balls. Dude, it's so fucking good. Like
dang,
amazing.
dude.
It's one of those. It's one of those that sits in my brain forever. That I'm like, I can't get this anywhere else except for there. And it's at the Pongu Pongu, and that's where they have those little sandwiches that taste like McDonald's cheeseburgers and stuff. So
Yeah.
hopefully we get that.
Well, and we will. And because here's the thing, what fans miss and don't realize is this little boba ball thing that you're showing us
Yeah.
is probably making them millions of dollars. And
Easily.
that's why they're redoing another Tomorrowland. I mean, I'm sorry, redoing another Pandora here in California, because stuff like that sells like crazy.
Mhm.
Do you think we get a different version of it though? Do you think
Maybe.
our boba balls are a different color or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
You know,
Probably.
Then they're gonna complain over there. Well, they get blue boba balls, so ours are orange. What about us?
Well, you know what I say to that, Candid?
He can't say that. He's not from the West Coast. And that's no disrespect. That's just facts. Like, you can't say that because you're not from the West Coast. You would have to ask the West Coast.
You gotta ask us if those boba balls are okay.
Hell no.
You gotta ask us if those boba balls are gonna work here or not. You can't be asking the East Coast, you know.
I love it. All right,
So,
I got a pet peeve for you guys.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
All right. Okay. So I talked about this one before, and this one pisses me off. They call it the wall of people. The wall of people is when you have your friends and your family and you hold hands and you walk down the most narrow path in, we'll just say, Adventureland, because you think you're freaking cool, and you're like 4 or 5 people deep in a row and you can't get past them because they're going super slow. You have the one granny and her granny mobile. It's just like, dude, what do you do? And you can't get around because there's a planter box right there, and then the line from Indiana Jones is coming out. So you have to stand behind these people that are just in a row looking off and not doing what they're supposed to be doing.
I can't stand that. Like what you're talking about, Candid, is like when people are holding hands and they're like a line.
A line across, yeah.
Yeah, they do that at Disney.
Dude, I do twos. Twos are fair. Like 2 is the maximum amount you can hold hands and be together. Right. 2 in a row.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. But when you have 5, 6, 7, and you're along, that's just, you're just being a douche. And they do that out here, even at like my Target. People will like literally like hold hands and make a whole line, and I'm in a hurry. I got places to be. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to like spend all day in Target.
Okay, I don't know if it's just a man thing, but do you just go to a place and browse, or do you go in with the purpose of knowing what the fuck you're buying?
I have a singular vision. Mm-hmm. I know exactly what the freak I need. Mm-hmm. I get it, and I'm out. And that's why it annoys me when I get in there.
Supermarket sweep style, right?
Right, exactly. And that's why it annoys me when I see people kind of la-di-da. I'm like, dude, like, I'm just trying to get the hell out of here. I get frustrated even with like I tell Webba this all the time. Like, dude, I love my haircut guy. My haircut guy is amazing. Curtis is absolutely Curtis is the shit. He's awesome. The one thing that bothers me though about Curtis is I get in there. It's a guy's cut. This should take like 15 minutes. It takes like 45 because he stops to talk and chat. God,
people go for that experience though.
They do, and I'm not that guy. I want like when it's like stuff like that. I want to get in the chair, cut my hair, boom, out the door. Right. So for me, it's like a lot of like, okay, I'm not really here for like the chit chat. I'm here to like get it done and go. But I get it. You're right. Go ahead, Webba.
No, but see, it's the same thing for shoppers. So I used to work like 7-8 years in grocery store retail, and you wouldn't believe how often some people go to the store. Like they'll go there. Now here's the thing: I didn't work like in conventional stores. I worked in like natural markets. So they'll have like places for people to eat from the deli and whatever, right? Hot bars and stuff. You would see the same people day after day, sometimes multiple times a day. Come in there smiling, having a good time. And I'm like, I'm glad you have all the time of the day to come in here and just chill and have fun. Like, so some people literally enjoy shopping. I don't know why. I don't. I can't stand it. Anything I have to do to me is a chore or an errand. Okay. I'm going here, doing this, doing that. I'm getting out. And I would say a pet peeve of mine, not really, this doesn't pertain to the fan community per se, but it pertains to guests. So I guess a fan could be included in this. And this could be, again, applied to anything in the real world too. when you're in line at anything and the guests do not have the crap together. Like
bro.
whether it's at a ride or it's at a foods place or a merchandise place, and
Dude,
they're
when they
fumbling.
get to the front
Oh.
and they run off, they send one person to go get something because they forgot it. Fuck you. You're not ready. It's not your turn anymore, motherfucker. You are done. Out of line.
We're done. No, you lose your spot. I'm sorry, you lose your spot. You lose
Yeah.
your spot. I had that happen to me. Well, not that happened, but I had an issue actually the other day at Target. The lady in front of me, like, she did not know how to work the little card machine with the PIN number. Oh my god! I'm in a hurry. I'm on my lunch break. I work from home, but I'm on my lunch break. I only have 45 minutes, lady. Like, I can't be spending all day here. And she inserts her car. She doesn't know how to do it. It's like, oh my god! I'm just like, let me go in front of you. I have one item, please.
Yes, and LG, and this is why I know a lot of people are going to give me flack for this. I get it, but this is why I use self checkout. I do because I know what I'm doing. Okay, every time when I have like 1 or 2 items, I get some person who has like 15 items, and for some reason their thing's not working. They have a coupon they can't use. They're fumbling with the cashier, and it's like 20 minutes for me to get my 2 items. So
and you shopped faster than it took for you to get to that line, probably.
Exactly. Yes,
That
100%. So it's the same thing too at Disneyland, right? You go there, and let's say you're in line to go to the tickets. Okay, I'm ready. I got my stuff up, and then you get there, and then now like the line you're in has halted because the person in front of you has like a group of 20 people, or even maybe 4, and they don't know how to work the tickets or anything. And now you're sitting there, and then all the lines are going by you, and you're like, oh my god, what's happening? Or you get to the ride vehicle, and then I don't know, something happens where like they're fumbling with their bags and they can't get in. They're standing up. I'm like, what are you people doing? Like, just get in the damn vehicle. You know, it's not that hard. And dude, it frustrates me to the T at any place when people do not have the stuff ready to go when they're next in line. It infuriates me to the core.
You had an hour wait to figure out where you're going to do your shit before you get on the ride.
Yeah.
Like, come on,
exactly. Or when you go through the turnstiles, and there's that one family that didn't know X, Y, and Z, and now they're arguing with the cast member about what we didn't know. Or does Johnny have it on his app, or maybe does Marissa have it on her app? I'm like, dude, this just figured out like 3 days ago. Okay, like, let me go in front of you, handle my business. I have no patience for it.
I got one for you too then. And this is just nitpicking at this point, but it's true. Like, because I've seen it happen multiple times. Your kid cannot ride the freaking ride if they are not tall enough. Even if they come as barely even a centimeter from that thing, they cannot ride the ride. And if you have them stand on their tippy toes, they should not be able to do that because it's dangerous. There's a reason why you have to have a height requirement. So your kid doesn't get taken out. So stop with the hate, and then don't try to fake it and then get on the ride and get to the very front and then argue with the cast member too. They tell you no, it's no. No means no.
Yeah, no, 100%. Go ahead, Bubba.
Sorry, OG, I have another pet peeve. Again, I'm kind of going out balance of the community here. So this is now with like general guests. At this point. This has happened a lot recently. We've been seeing is why is a group of a family, a group of 50 all rushing through the whole
50
queue.
people, or they're all 50?
50 people. One person's holding the line for them, and then the rest of the 49 are coming in
but they're not all 50
football players. No, not all 50.
Sure.
And like they're all rushing through the line and getting all the way to the front to where the one family member is holding the line. Like, no. You need to go to the back of the line. Okay, you can't have your one friend buddy, your one family member, hold the line for you all the way out the front. That's not how this works, okay? Just because you want to go out and have fun doesn't mean that you get to cut all of us just to get up to the front.
No, I agree. Now, I want to ask you guys another question. This might ruffle some feathers, okay?
Ooh, I like it.
This might ruffle some feathers. Like trend chasing, like with the key holders.
Yes.
Like, they all, like, okay, well, like Spirit jerseys, we all have to wear them because that's like the it thing. Loungefly backpacks, that's the it thing, so we're all gonna wear them. Like, does that annoy you guys? Like, for me, I it kind of bugs me. Like, I just kind of like like what you like and don't trend chase.
Well,
you know?
that over there is kind of bleeds into the group influencer thing I was kind of talking about. Was, let's say, okay, the big one, the Disney on 70th magic key thing, right? You stick it in the hole,
the plastic,
right?
Yeah.
Dude, like every influencer was out there, okay, and their mom was out there buying this key. There was more adults buying this key, these $50 keys, than kids were. All going around getting these pins. Okay, cool, whatever. But again, every influencer is trying to capture their footage or their live. Again, there is a trendy thing that they're all doing. And I don't know, dude. It's just like, I get it. You guys are here for your content. But at the same time, I mean, it's the same content that everyone else is also doing.
Right. No,
yeah,
everyone else is doing it. And you're a drop in the ocean at that point.
Exactly.
And this key is useless at this point. After the 70th, those kiosks are gone.
Yep.
So that key means nothing. I mean, you wasted all that money for 20 minutes of a YouTube video or something. Go ahead, Cannon.
Yeah, I agree with you guys too. And I'm not about, I mean, I'm not a trendy person in general. I think I own one Disney shirt and some, like a Mickey Mouse shirt. And I'm not gonna do that. My wife loves to wear her Mickey ears or her Minnie ears. My daughter wears her Minnie ears. The boys, they wear their probably Mickey Mouse shirt or whatever. But that's kind of as far as we go. We're not buying Spirit jerseys. I'm not, anyways. And I don't need to do that. The Loungefly stuff, I like it. Don't get me wrong, it's cool shit. But I'm not gonna keep up with that every single time that one drops. What do I need to, like? I obviously don't need a purse, but why does my wife need 80 purses?
Right.
That are Disney. Like, where are we going that you need a Disney purse? That you're gonna we're gonna go to a fancy restaurant, you're gonna bring your Disney purse? It's weird.
Yeah, it's weird. And I don't mind that people like legitimately like it, but I feel like a lot of times it's more about like chasing a trend than like someone actually liking it. Like if you see the backpack or the whatever that you really like, and that's
your character, right?
Yes, that's your
like
thing.
That's your character.
Yep, 100%.
Right. So geez, because OG, me and you have talked about this before. Sorry guys, there's dogs barking outside. But sometimes it feels like it's more about trying to capture just content for your channel rather than what you're actually interested in.
Right. No, 100%. That's exactly what it is most of the time, and it's just kind of, I don't know, man. It just
and see, I collected pins for a long time, and I wasn't doing it because of trend. I like collecting things in general, and I'm a huge indie fan, so I wanted indie pins and I wanted pirate pins. So anytime I saw a pirate pin or an indie pin, like from a cast member, I would swap them out and do it that way. I wasn't going out buying every time they dropped a pin, except for one. I did buy a limited edition. Remember our favorite blue dress gal, the nice one that's a little bit thicker, 3 C's over on Pirates. I have I have one of her pins with part of her dress in it. And I was like, okay, I need that. And that's a limited edition. So I did spend a little bit of money on that. But that was like the only thing I think I've ever really bought from Disney that was a little bit more pricey and I stood in line for.
So you didn't get a discount?
And there's the biggest bargain of all.
No, that was the old me. That was before I had like 50 kids.
Oh man.
Needed.
That's wild. Go ahead, Webba.
Oh, so OG and Ken, I want to ask you guys. So in terms of fan community, here's a pet peeve of mine, and it's going to sound kind of weird, but I feel like, and this leads into the pirate thing. I feel like that anytime Disney releases a new thing, especially when it comes to the park side, is the fans are always super overly critical of every single thing that comes out. And I will say, and I said it on Cannon's channel, that when we first got like the news of that pirate coming out, OG, what was the first thing I texted, right? I said in the group chat, I said something like, of course, all the fans are already complaining about this because that's all they do is complain, right? I saw the footage. I didn't like it. I said, this sucks. It looks ugly. But then, Cannon, what did I say? I said that I saw it in person twice. Besides the actual audio and sound, I think visually and the effect looks really good. I changed my mind on that. I think it looks really good.
And that's okay, dude.
Yeah, and I think that the fans need to yes, I get it. You can like look at something, critique it, but these fans just get like emotionally like outraged. It's insane. I'm like, guys, chill out, dude. Like, go see it in person and judge for yourself. You know,
But guess what? And that's what makes you a genuine person, because there's going to be the people that you follow out there. And I'm not going to say his name again because I controversies already. Not trying to start with our Florida guy out there with his Roosevelt t-shirts. You can't like everything, right? You can't like every single thing. And if you don't like it, say you don't like it. And also reserve judgment until you see it. Like I said the same thing. I'm like, oh, this looks a little weird. But I also once again came back and said, dude, this is great that we're getting new stuff. And they're not taking things away from us this time because of political reasons or whatever. Like we're getting something new because they want to give us new technology or try new technology out. I'm going to go see this in a couple months myself in person. And if you guys follow me, I'll let you know what I think about it too. And we'll have these guys on there. We'll talk about it a little bit. But once again, like you can say whatever you want. And if you get there and you see it and it changed your mind, let people know that you changed your mind on it. It's okay. People are going to respect that either way. Like I respect that Mr. Webbo is like, yeah, you know, it's actually pretty good. And then I'm going to go see it. I'm like, well, that shit fucking sucks. And I'm like, dude, what you doing? Like, where's your glasses at?
well, yeah, but see, you guys are judging it, love it or hate it. You guys are judging it like from a real perspective. A lot of fans, it's not like they haven't even seen it yet. Like the news barely got released. And hate it, worst thing ever. It's like, bro, you haven't even seen it yet. Like, give it a chance. If you go on the ride and you don't like it, that's a totally different can of worms. But if you haven't even ridden it yet, I mean, the news is like 7 minutes, like fresh. like how do you even know at this point? You know what I'm saying? Well, it's like the Pandora shit, bro. Animal Kingdom. All the fans were complaining about it going into Animal Kingdom. Oh, we don't want this. This has nothing to do with real animals, nothing to do with the park's mission statement, yada, yada, yada. And then it opens. Oh, wow, actually, this is really cool. And now it's the gold standard for everything. Now the DCA version sucks because the Animal Kingdom one is like the freaking shit, right? It's like, come on, you guys, have an open mind. Mission Breakout. That was another thing. Oh, man, this is going to suck. This is going to be, why did they get rid of Hollywood Tower Hotel? And then that thing
was one of those.
Yeah, well, and then it opened. It was awesome, you know?
Yeah. You know what I love about that, though, is the fact that we still have Tower Terror over in Florida. And it made it that much better because now I get to go on two different things, even though it's kind of the same thing. And on top of that, like if you really, really get down to it, that one over in Hollywood Studios is 10 times better than ours. Like it's way better than ours. So I'm actually okay not having Hollywood Tower Terror anymore.
Yeah. Because those comparisons now don't exist. And that was a smart move.
Exactly. 100%. Yep.
You know,
I love it.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ken. Do you have another pet peeve?
I was gonna say being rude to cast members.
Oh, that's a good one.
I hate when I see other people being rude to a cast member, and I'm just sit there. I'm like, bro, they're a human just like you. And once again, you think you're above other people because of these things. And I hear people like yell at them, and the cast members are sitting there like, I'm like, if they weren't in their uniform, if they weren't at work, you would have got lit up. And people forget that there's a human aspect that needs to happen, because guess what? I'm off in 8 hours and I will wait for you. I will find
you. Shit.
Like calm down. It's not that big of a deal. If something happened to you, I understand that thing happens, but you come respectfully and you get what you want. But if you're going to come up and be an ass, like it's most likely not going to happen for you in my eyes. Be cool.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I'm actually very much the opposite. Like, I feel like I don't want to like bug. So like for example, like I don't like mayonnaise. I hate mayonnaise. I'm probably the only white person on the planet that hates mayonnaise, right?
A little weird.
I don't like mayonnaise. And if I'm at Disneyland and the waiter or the waitress brings over my sandwich and it's globs of freaking mayonnaise on it, I don't want to like annoy the waitress, so I'll just sit there with my napkin and dab it off.
They worked so hard in that circle jerky to get you that.
That's true, with their little hands, bro.
OG wants extra mayonnaise.
You know, you can't be short-handed, kid. You know what I'm saying? You know, but
what was the sound you made earlier for Webba's Webs?
You know, but like I'll sit there and just dab that shit because I don't want to bug, you know. But like you're right though. Like whether it's Disney cast members or whether it's just service workers like at Burger King, the way people treat other people that like work in those kind of industries is a huge indicator of like the kind of person they are. Like
Yeah.
these people
But
don't make a lot of money. You know what I'm saying?
sometimes it's opposite though too. You know, I'll pull up and be the nicest guy in the world, and I just get cold on the other side. And it's like, I'll ask him sometimes, like, "What's going on?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on, dude? Oh, I'm just having a rough day. Thank you. Thanks for letting me know that. Now I understand. I hope it gets better." Like sometimes people need that too to like snap them out of it. So don't be scared to like have a conversation with somebody or try to make their day better, because once again, they might have 8 hours left of their shift, and you could be that one person that really helps them get through, so that the way they're not an asshole to the next person too. It goes both ways. And I've had it both ways at a park where cast members have been rude to me, but I also had amazing cast members where they just gave me stuff even though I didn't ask for it. I think I told you this a long time ago when I went to Florida. I thought they had a drink at the I can't remember what it's called, the Tortuga Tavern, I think. I thought they had a certain drink there, and I walk up and I ask her about it, and she's like, "Yeah, we don't carry that one anymore, but we only have this one now." Blah blah blah. I'm like, "Oh, that's cool, man. That sounds good." And she's like, "Well, do you want one?" I said, "No, I'm okay. I was really hoping to get this drink." And then she's like, "Oh, it's really good," and she just gave me one.
Dang,
Like,
dude.
and I was like, dude, so what I do? I asked her for her name and went on my app, put her stuff in there right in front of her. And you know, that's stuff I'll do, man. If I have a good experience, like when we went last time, and my son had to get off of the off web slingers because he had to take a Duke. Like that lady walked us through the exit, told us to come back through the exit when we're done, like helped us out. So I got her information. I put it into the thing. I will give credit where credit's due. Like 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, well said. I actually had a great experience recently, not at Disney, but when we do the OG55 bar chats. Alan, Almighty Coasters, and I, we're doing a bar chat at, we have like, my local mall is like typical trendy LA. Like we have this like, it's like a high-end
All the shops everywhere, dude.
Oh, dude, it's crazy. Like this food court is like, they have like a bar and they have like a sushi bar and an oyster bar and shit like that. So like anyway, we're sitting there filming a bar chat, and the dude from the Mexican restaurant.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Remember that video we watched with the fucking hamsters? They got a
Oh,
pepper
bro.
bar.
Oh, hi.
You guys say bar, like they got a pepper bar.
There we go.
Sorry.
Exactly. And we're filming a bar chat, Alan and I, and the dude from the Mexican place comes over and gives us a free drink, dude. Like for no
A
reason.
drink?
Yeah, like a drink, like an
Oh,
alcoholic.
dude,
like,
that's a huge. That makes your day. That's your
Dude.
gas money.
I mean, I was like, dude, this is freaking awesome, dude. I mean, this guy's awesome. But it was a slow day, and he was like, okay, cool, you know. And I'm like, that's awesome, dude. But see, here's the thing: a lot of business owners will look at that and go, oh man, I'm not going to lose that. That's $20 right there. I'm not going to lose $20. But see, you're not losing $20 because now I'm more inclined to spend money at Cilantro Lime because the manager there is freaking awesome.
What was the name of the place?
Cilantro Lime in Canoga Park.
There it is. Not just got them that $20 back.
Exactly. And you should get, you know, your food over there and give them all the love, because
Tell them OG55 with the hair sent you.
Exactly. Tell them OG55 sent you, because like that's the thing. It's like, yeah, you know, he might have lost on that drink, but now you have a customer who's like, you know what? If it's between Cilantro Lime or the dumpling place, who's gonna win? Cilantro Lime.
How was the drink?
Oh, dude, fantastic. It had the
And
little
that's the other side of it.
the little tahine rim, the whole thing. It was great.
Now you know you're going to get a decent drink for when you go there. And
Exactly.
I think that's huge. And that drink that I got, same thing. I'll go back there and get a drink now. And look, it's been years. I'm still talking about this person.
Exactly.
Don't remember her name though.
Mm-hmm.
But we're still talking about her though, you know?
The one that got away.
The one that got away, you know? What about you,
Mr.
Webb?
Webber. Yeah, I was just gonna ask that.
Well, any other pet peeves?
Yeah, I have one more that I can think of. And it is, and OG, this is what I mean. You have talked about before. So I get it, all of us, you know, we're all theme park fans, Disney fans, right? However, I myself am a fan of like Disney as a whole, from everything from the studio, the parks, right? Cruise line, even though I've been on it, I want to go on it, right? Everything Disney, I am a fan of. I started as a studio fan first. I grew up with the movies. I had cassette tapes. I had a freaking bed sheets, pillows, characters on the wall as a baby, all that stuff, right? I grew up with Disney. in that style. Then it went from studio stuff, movies, shows to theme park. But a lot of the fan community though, really all they care about is just the theme park stuff. That's it.
Yeah.
You know, anything going on with the studio or the cruise line or any other part of the business is just don't care.
It's a waste of money. Why are they spending any money on the studio or anything else? It's like, do you guys not understand that like Disney relies more on IP now than ever? Like they don't make original attractions anymore, you guys. Okay, or rides, as John Make It Rain always corrects me. But like they don't make rides anymore that are original. It's always IP. They depend more on that studio and the output from the studio now than ever. So yes, it's important to get the studio right and to spend money on the studio. I agree with you. A lot of fans are like just this tunnel vision of like just the parks, and sometimes it's even tunnel vision upon tunnel vision. It's like I only care about Walt Disney World. Yes, I don't give a fuck about Disneyland. I don't give a it's just Walt Disney World and that's it. It's like you guys like as a fan, even if like Disney World is your thing, which is fine, you should still care about the other stuff because that other stuff could affect your favorite resort.
Exactly.
Well, and if that other stuff isn't working out, your resort gets impacted. This is a huge company. Go ahead.
Well, also too, OG, to your point out as well. Well, here's the as a fan, you know, I still want other people to experience the thing that I enjoy, but just at a different location, right? So if people can't come to California, cool, you have one to Florida to go to, or you have one to Paris or Hong Kong or Shanghai to go to, or Tokyo to go to, right? So I want other people to be able to experience, you know, the Disney magic, right? You know, these castle parks and other theme parks under Disney or experiences. So I feel like that you're right. Like people either just care about the parks or they only care about their park and that's it, right? Don't care about Disneyland, don't care about this, care about that. Only my park and that's it. And I really think that's a kind of a false way to look at things because the company as a whole, like the parks and experience is just one division of the company. Yes, it's making the buttload of money for the company right now, right? Huge, probably because studio has not been doing well. Understand. But the studio is still vastly important. It's integral to the Hollywood aspect.
100%. No, exactly. And you have to understand that as a Disney fan that like, well, look at the pandemic. What would happen if Disney was just a parks company and didn't have Disney Plus? Dude, I mean, the parks would have been decimated. I mean, that streaming service kept the entire company afloat for all those months when those parks and those movie theaters were shut down. Thank God we had the flywheel. You know, can you imagine if we didn't? You know what I'm saying? We'd end up like, you know, Cedar Fair. You know,
Damn.
Right?
Damn.
I mean, you know, it sucks, man. Now, Candid, I believe you have another pet peeve.
Yeah. So this one's one of those where it's kind of like a weird balance. And it comes down to people saving seats for the parade. But the thing is that there's people saving seats for the parade where they lay out blankets and a whole bunch of stuff all the way down the sidewalk, or they take up the benches 2 hours before and sit there the whole day. Like there's only so many spots. This is more of a Disneyland thing. There's only so many spots you can sit in Disneyland and eat. I don't want to have to eat on top of a trash can or have to walk around because you're saving seats for people. And I hate that.
I agree with you. And eating on the trash can, I gotta say, as someone who has OCD, like diagnosed, like I don't just say that like to be like like trendy millennial, whatever. Like I was diagnosed with OCD, like officially, right? I'm looking at that trash can. I don't know what's in that trash can, bro. There could be a dookie filled diaper in there, and I'm eating my corn dog, on that thing. No way,
yes,
bro.
you are. Yes, you are, OG.
No way, bro. Not me.
Dude, there was one time years ago, like back when I was still in high school. It was me, my mom, and a friend of mine. So we all went, and this was when Red Rose Tavern was still the Pinocchio Village restaurant.
Hosts.
And I remember, dude, I think it was summer or something. It was so packed. Every seat was taken. There was nowhere to sit down. And people were sitting on like the edges of like rocks and stuff. And so we literally went behind Big Thunder. We put our tray on the trash can, just ate right there. Literally just did that because there was no seating anywhere, dude. And it was funny because
you're walking at that point.
You know, it's funny because like as we're eating, like people are walking by looking at us.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh my god.
Because like we couldn't walk because we had like our burgers, our fries, our soda, and you know, like I can't carry all that stuff.
Now, see, I feel like it's normal now. Like if it was 2026, people wouldn't look at you like that. How they looked at you then.
No, exactly. But you know, I was like,
now
I was like,
trash can bandits now.
Yeah, well, it's
trash can. Oh, it's a big selfie with trash can.
Well, the big problem is that Bengal barbecue too. You go to Bengal barbecue, you can't even get
There's no
seat
seats
over there. No, there's no seats at all. You know, I'll walk to Tropical Hideaway, nothing there either. They're all taken.
Well, and from what I've heard,
go ahead.
From what I've heard, they got rid of the bacon wrapped asparagus, which is not okay. Go ahead, Ken.
Dude,
that's what I heard.
That was like my go-to. You pair that up with whatever you're getting. That's your second one you're getting. That's your pair.
Exactly.
Then, oh my god, dude, asparagus with bacon. Come on, come on, son. It's so good.
It's so good.
I forgot what I was gonna say because you just made me like a little. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
that's not cool.
That's a pet. That's
okay.
A pet
What
peeve.
controversy? What controversy do we have with asparagus? Oh, people go in the bathroom there and I have to smell their piss because smell like asparagus, so we got to take them out of the park.
Yeah, dude, asparagus piss though is gnarly.
It's bad. It's rancid.
It hits different. Like
I remember I was gonna say.
Go ahead.
How come there's no Bengal barbecue anywhere else? It bothers me. Like I feel like there should be one in Florida somewhere, and there's not. Like Animal Kingdom, it'd just be too easy. Like why don't you have a Bengal barbecue there, dude?
Yeah, sure.
True.
Yeah.
Pretty dumb. I mean, if you want a multi-million-dollar idea, there you go, buddy.
Yeah, no, you're right. And then to kind of circle back in on what you were saying about people who lay out the towels and the blankets, really, really annoying, man. And you're walking through there and you step on. Oh shit! Sorry, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am.
They get mad at you.
I know.
Oh, look where we're going. Well, your fucking shit shouldn't be on the floor then. Like what the fuck? That's a walk path, not a sit path.
Exactly. Well, and then you have, it's crazy, like because then you have that, and then you have like this influx of like strollers. Like if you watch like footage of the park from like the 50s and 60s, there's not like 30,000 strollers everywhere. What happened? Yeah. How did I mean?
I talked about this with Jared over Captain Magic. It's because of it being a local park. Because if you go to Florida, there's not as many strollers, and there are also wider walkways and pathways. But it's because it's a local park. Everyone, their mom comes there. People are driving there. They can bring the stroller. Where in Florida, you're not really you're not going to get on an airplane with a stroller most of the time.
It's a great point. That's a great point. I mean, you go into Toontown and there's like just sea of strollers.
And then the cast members too, taking your shit and hiding it. Like it's a game of hide and seek. Can't find my damn stroller. I had to tie like reflective tape to my damn stroller to find it.
It's crazy. Go ahead, Webba.
Yeah, I would say for another one for me, and again, you know, I'm kind of, I wouldn't say I'm bashing the locals here, but it does get kind of annoying after a while. But I get it because I think I would probably do it too here and there. But I always know at that 5 o'clock time, park gets packed with the locals because everyone's getting off work, everyone's getting off school, they're all coming home. I want to come see the fireworks. I want to have dinner at Blue Bayou, watching fireworks and watch Fantastic, and then they'll leave, right? Those are the guests there that Disneyland, they haven't said it, but they probably don't really want those people, right? And that's why they look at, having more availability for the single day tickets, because they're like, we want people in here actually spending money, not just coming in here for 2 hours, eating something real quick, watching fireworks, and then dipping out. Because have you guys seen Main Street when you have the fireworks? It is a sea nightmare, dude. It is awful. And I guarantee you, because after the fireworks are done, 2/3 of the park empties out. It's great. It's amazing. But at that 5 o'clock time, man, that place is going to be slam busy with everybody coming in after work, after school, packing that place for 2 to 3 hours, and then leaving. And it's just like, it just gets really frustrating because the park becomes so much more packed, and it's not really that enjoyable at that moment, which sucks because Disneyland at night is really fun.
Well, and that's the problem too, right? Like you said, it gets really packed at night because everyone comes after work. They stay for 3 hours and leave. They're not spending any money. It's just a body for the sake of being a body in the park. So what does that do for the people that are in the park that are from out of country, Japan, Australia, New Zealand? What does that do for their experience when the key holders come piling in after 5 and crowd the place and don't spend any money? Is Disney like that doesn't do Disney any good?
No.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I know a lot of key holders will get mad at me for saying this, but I honestly don't care. I mean, it's the truth. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's the absolute truth. It's crowded. See, here's the thing. If you have a mall and you have a bunch of teenagers hanging out at the mall and it's packed, this mall is packed with teenagers. Those teenagers are not buying anything. If they're just sitting there hanging out, the mall doesn't benefit from that.
No,
it's actually a detriment to the mall because now you have a bunch of kids clogging up walkways for people who want to buy stuff. That's the same thing with key holders. You have a bunch of key holders in the park clogging up the walkways, clogging up everything. They're not buying anything. They're there for 2 and 3 hours. They bring their own food. Everything's on a budget. Everything's a hack.
Well, and also too, those key holders at the same time, because they're locals, they also may not even do rides like EOG, because if they're only there for 2-3 hours, maybe 4 hours, they're just going to walk around, have a churro, watch the fireworks, and that's kind of it. Maybe, watch I don't know, maybe go on the Main Street vehicles or something, or do a live stream. I don't know, but they're not really going on rides. They're not really eating at a restaurant. So you're just kind of just taking up space just to be there, right?
Just to be there. Exactly.
So, yeah, I mean, for me, like when I'm at the park and I know that evening's coming, I kind of like, oh man, because I know it's going to get slammed with a bunch of people, And as a rides guy, you're going to increase my wait times now.
Yeah, exactly. And as a vibes guy, I'll stay out of your way, bro. I'll be like, hey, go ahead, bro. Go ahead. I'm gonna sit right here and eat my fucking bao bun and my beer, and you go ahead and do your rides. But a lot of people, yeah, you're right though. A lot of people don't do that. They come after 5, they don't spend any money, and they go on a bunch of rides and they leave. Or they sit there and they clog the walkways for the fireworks.
Yeah.
And Disney, that doesn't benefit Disney at all.
No, which actually, I kind of want to go into this, OG, if you don't mind.
No, we can go as long as you want, bro. No worries.
Okay, so kind of going off that, with the, past couple of years, we've had like the 3-day ticket deals, right? Where it's like $89 for a day if you buy the 3-day tickets. And recently we've had the evening ticket, what's like $50, $60 or something.
Right.
Why is that? Is this a way to eventually make it to where Magic Keys get so expensive they won't have as many, so then there's an alternative option to still get people's money without them being a pass holder?
I think that might be you brought this up on the phone, and I think you bring up a great theory. I think that might be the battle plan. I think all that $59 stuff, like you were saying, is a test.
Yeah.
Because I think they want to have that replacement. I don't think they want to get rid of key holders completely because they need them to some degree. Yeah. But they want to mitigate this stuff because it's a huge problem. It's a huge problem. The dipping in and out, like it's the local mall. Like Disney doesn't want that. They want you going there with a purpose and like a purpose-filled visit where you're spending money and you're eating and you're buying stuff. A lot of key holders don't do that, right? So if they can force these key holders into these ticket deals, there you go. That's how you make your money. I think it was a test. I wouldn't be surprised if things change big time in the next few years. We'll see.
Ken, how about you? What do you think?
I think that so me personally, I like the idea of, which is weird because I at first I didn't. I like the idea of having to like get a ticket and then having like put a time in when I'm going to come and all that. And my whole thing is when you're a local, that means they're preemptively thinking of when they're trying to come to the park and they're putting those days in. Or this is what happened before, right? When they would just take up all the spaces for all the reservations and then not show up to the park. And I think that's the biggest thing for me. Like if you got to commit to it or you're going to get that strike. And you shouldn't be able just to grab one. And this is where it gets weird because like at the same time, you should be able just to grab one if it's free that day. But at the same time, you should be able to plan it out. But then there's the people like, hey, like I'm on a business trip. I actually had we had a recess for a day. I want to go to the parks. Those are the situations you're in. Now you can't go to the park because someone carries that reservation, or you can't get a reservation for that day. So I feel like it's kind of like this mix, this toss up of back and forth. But I do think things are going to change in the future. Disney ultimately wanted to be able to, how much money they're saving by knowing how many people are in their park. A lot of money, because they're not overstaffing, they're not overdoing food. They know exactly how much they need for those days. But then you have the locals that come in. How are they calculating that for the locals that are not buying things?
Well, and that's the thing. That's why I think they have the data with the locals to do this, and that's why they have this evening ticket. Because now, because look, Disneyland just upped their food prices, right?
Yep.
Come later this year, what's gonna happen? Price increases for tickets and passes, guaranteed. And here's the thing: how much longer can these prices increase until the key holders can't afford it anymore? Even the bottom passes.
You need to be a key holder at that point, though, right?
Well, that's the thing. If you can't afford, let's say the Enchant key, which is the second lowest, or the SoCal key anymore, but hey, we have a evening ticket deal for you for $50. You come in for $50 for 4, 5, 6 hours of the night. Hey, that looks like a deal. Yep. And then on top of that, if you're buying food or merchant there, guess what? You're not buying it with a discount, are you? Because you don't have a key.
That's the plan, dude. I'm telling you, you're onto something, Webba. I think the future is going to be a lot of that kind of stuff.
How much is the lowest pass?
What's the lowest pass, Webba? I haven't bought a pass in a while.
Are talking like the SoCal one, or the what is it? No, it's not Enchant. What is it called? What was it called, OG? The new one, the new lower key, not Enchant. They changed it.
How much is the SoCal?
Is it Believe?
No. The Believe's the second highest one. I forgot what it was called. It went from a chance to something else, but
that's a problem, by the way.
What is?
I shouldn't have to guess at which tier is which. You know who did the same thing? Spider-Man. I don't know which Spider-Man's which. Just tell me 1, 2, or 3, bro.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, hold on a second. Explorer key, Imagine key, Explorer key, Believe key, Inspire key. So,
yeah, no idea which order that is. Wasn't it Sapphire, Diamond, and whatever before Emerald? Like
it was like Signature Plus.
Okay, there you go. Yeah,
but that makes sense though. See, you can kind of tell. Okay, Plus is over the regular. Like you can kind of get an idea.
Then Elites, and you're like, okay, cool, that's the one.
Yeah, but like Believe and Enchant and Explore, like none of that means anything. Like who knows what's what.
I want to share this with you real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
So Imagine key right now.
That's way too cheap.
$5.99 Explore key.
That's way too cheap. I paid $600 like 15 years ago, 10 years ago for my regular pass. That is super cheap, and I got my money's worth. See, that's where it gets backwards, dude. I think a SoCal pass should be $8.99.
Well,
just an $100 discount.
Not only is it cheap, Candid, but then they're offering you a monthly payment, and then we wonder why we have so many key holders.
It's right here, $41.67
for certain
monthly.
key holders.
Right.
It
makes sense.
So here's a problem with people with the pricing. Okay, yeah, it's cheap, but if you think about it, right, people are going to complain because the Magic Key only gives you 2 reservation slots. That's it, and you only get, I think, 10% on merchandise, dining, and you only get 25% off parking at Toy Story. Explore Key is basically SoCal, except I think you get 4 days, but you still get 10% and you get 25% at Toy Story.
Yeah, that's not worth it. I'd rather just get the cheaper one and I'm only going to go 2 days. I know what I need.
Yeah, but here's a kicker, Kanika. Here's a kicker, and this is for someone, I would think of someone like yourself who, you don't have the full weekend off, right? But for someone like OG, you, right, would need an Inspire key or Believe key. More so Inspire key, because for people who have weekends off, Inspire key is the only one that has every weekend available. Believe key has some Saturdays, mostly Sundays. The other 2 keys are mostly weekdays.
Yeah. No, yeah, no, you're right. Because I work Monday through Friday. I would have to do like weekends. So they box you in, and I think they figure most people have that situation. Most people do work Monday through Friday, so they make the most expensive one, the one where you know that most people are going to need to do. It's BS.
That's true.
Right. So
BS.
my theory is just with this whole evening key, and then even with like the 3 days, because if you notice, all these deals are for the SoCal people. Why is it only Southern California people that
That's
are
what I'm
getting
saying.
these deals?
They're playing that weird card because I live in California too. Why don't I get anything?
Well,
SoCal is not a state. It's not a city. It's nothing. It's just the southern tip of California, or the bottom of California, whatever it is.
And it's because, Canada, I think in the future, I don't know when, I have no knowledge of this.
I'm gonna start complaining now.
But I do think, as from what these are, but from what they're doing, their actions are showing in the future they want to have more limited key holders and more paying ticketing guests.
I think so. I think
the make a California pass then, not a SoCal pass, and I think that would change. Because what about those people that live in Central California, which doesn't exist? How do they feel?
Well, yeah, and it's weird to me. Like, there's a lot of Arizona fans that live just a few hours away. They can't get the,
Arizona's closer than I am.
Right, exactly. I mean, Vegas is only 4 or 5 hours from Disneyland. It's not that far. So it's the whole thing is kind of weird. But Disney, I don't think Disney likes the key holders, and I don't think they like them because there's this culture of like dipping in and out, like you guys were saying, dipping in and out of the park for a few hours, not spending any money. And I know that hurts. Yes, and I think that it hurts a lot of feelings. Like they're like, well, why would you say that? It's like, well, it's the truth though. Like if you're looking at it from a business perspective, Disney does not want bodies in the park for the sake of bodies in the park. That does Disney no good. They want every time you go in there, they want you spending money, and a lot of these key holders don't spend money.
Well, and I think, a lot of people are going to get mad at me for saying this. I guess kind of a pet peeve of mine is that Disneyland Park is being treated too much as a locals hangout.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not a mall. It's not a Boomers or something. Okay, this isn't your neighborhood or a outing shopping center. Okay, this is a theme park entertainment resort destination to go to. Okay. Premium product, premium price. Okay. Yes. And these people just coming in, hanging out, like they're having an Outback grill at their house or something. It's like, come on, guys.
And that's what kind of was weird to me, that Disney didn't buy Garden Walk, because they want to treat it this way. Their downtown Disney is not that magical compared to like Disney Springs, where if you've seen Disney Springs, Webba, you would understand why people would want to hang out there. That place is freaking dope, and I would just chill there. Like I want an extra day just to chill in Disney Springs, but we don't have that here. So what are these people really doing besides just loitering downtown? Because they're not going to buy a fucking Sprinkles cupcake, even though I don't think it's there anymore. They're not going to go to all 80 of the damn Earl of sandwiches and get 14 different Starbucks the whole time. So what is it that they're doing at downtown Disney, and then what are they doing in the parks that they need to go do every single day?
Well, and that's the thing is that I'm a local-ish, right? And OG, Kenneth, I'm a rides guy, right? But when I go to Disneyland, I'm not just there. Yeah, what's up, fam? I'm there. I'm crushing rides. I'm eating at restaurants. I'm buying snacks. Okay, I'm doing the Disney thing, right? So I'm being pretty productive, I would say, right?
You just made my second shirt, by the way. On a Disney day, on the back, I crush.
I crush.
Oh yeah,
I need to do this. This is great. Go follow my shirt page.
You killed it.
Murder, motherfucker.
There you go. Sorry. Go, Eva.
But wait, yeah. No. Anyways, I just want to say that for me, when I go to the park, I like to do something, whether it's eating something, getting something to drink, buying a snack, going on rides, watching a show, actively doing something, because that's what I'm there to do. I'm there to do stuff, not just like hang out and I'm here at Disneyland. Like, No, I'm here to do things. Okay, be immersed in the environment, in the attractions, eat stuff, maybe buy a couple things. Okay,
It's so funny too. Like I'll be at because I don't do any of that shit, right? And I'll be I'll be at Universal like for 6 hours.
crazy.
Dude, and I'm like 5 hours in, and I'll be on the phone with Webba. And he'll be like, "So what you doing?" I'm like, "Dude, I haven't done shit all day." And I'll come back home and I'll be tan as fuck, bro, because I haven't gone inside for like 5 hours.
So it's you're the problem here.
I'm the problem. But here's the thing though. I spend money though. I
You do spend
buy
money.
food. Yeah, I do buy food. I do buy drinks. I'm a vibes guy, but I'm eating, I'm doing other stuff. Or some people, like a lot of these key holders, they go to the park and they're not doing anything. They show up for the fireworks and then leave.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's bullshit.
Those are the pet peeve you survive, OG. Thank you so much. The fan community, okay. Why does Universal get all the slack? Oh yeah, passes are cheap, right? They got cheap ticket prices. Excuse me, have you seen the prices of their food and merch inside of
Oh,
park?
dude.
Prices aren't that cheap
It's
either,
crazy.
to me.
So you're gonna tell me you're gonna ignore those prices, but then slam Disney for all theirs?
Yes,
Come
100%.
on.
No,
What are
And
we
the
100%.
quality difference too. Like, what's the quality difference between Universal and Disney? You are paying a premium price to get that quality.
Well, there's the Mario cupcakes are like $15. If you want a beer at Universal, like a tall boy, you can buy a tall boy at 7-Eleven for like $3. Okay, they're like $13 at Universal, right? Here's the thing, I love Universal. I'm going tomorrow.
Hey, what are you doing, OG? I'm just gonna tan.
You know, just getting a tan, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just chilling, dude, eating a corn dog. No, but
Hillside.
yeah, you know. But here's the thing: the annual passes are cheaper. Yes, I'll give Universal that. But once you get in that park, everything else is the same or more expensive than Disney. The food is outrageous at Universal. The price is way. And we talked about this today in the group chat. The pricing at Universal, the food is out of control, dude.
And that's my problem is that the fan base, the fan community, they don't acknowledge that. It's just, oh, Universal does better than Disney. Oh, Universal, we want to kill Disney, right? Disney down, Universal is the best. Okay, but your food and the merch you're buying in the park is super expensive. It's probably more expensive than what Disney's offering.
No, it is. No, I'm telling you, yeah.
And that's like the hypocritical mindset I don't like. It's rooting for Universal, which is cool. I like Universal, but we have to acknowledge these facts when we see them, right? Like when I went to Universal, I bought some stuff for my mom. Oh my god, I spent like probably almost $200 just for a couple of things.
Yes, no, it's very expensive, dude, and it's like it's very the food, the merch, all of it is very expensive, and it's gonna get worse too because the company now is spinning off the theme parks. Peacock. Can I say that on YouTube? Peacock? I think so. Peacock. And the entertainment stuff into its own company, a smaller company. They are going to be under more pressure now to show returns. You're going to see, and we talked about this on Theme Park in the show we do with Jared and Vash Sky, where you're going to see a lot of price hikes. A lot of the after hours events are going to be priced like Disney because now they don't have that big telecom cable company to bolster everything else up. It's gonna get pricey out there, and that's what it is, you know. So we'll see. Go ahead, Ken.
Shout out to Jared and Vash Scott. And I said this before, Vash, I'm gonna break you. And what I mean by that is that I'm gonna have you on my channel, and you're gonna have fun. You're gonna smile, and you're gonna say, "Okay, Candid," and we're gonna have a good conversation. So shout out to you, Vash.
Oh yeah,
you'll be okay. I promise. I won't bite.
We are gonna make that. We got to make that happen. We got to get.
I'll be calm. I'll keep it cool. I know he has a vibe to him, and I need it. I need the vibe on my channel. So we'll do it. Something we didn't talk about yet, and I don't know how we didn't do this, and I know we have before, Webba, is the damn cell phones on the dark ride. On Pirates. Or on Space Mountain, which is weird. People do that. And I'm like, what do you do? It's fucking dark. The whole ride's dark. What are you doing? It's just the strangest thing to me. Don't be on Pirates filming every single thing with the flash on.
Yeah. No, absolutely. No, it's annoying. It's absolutely annoying. It's like being in a movie theater. and you're doing it. You know, it's like, come on, you're going through these show scenes. You got this person next to you with their blasting their cell phone light. like I swear to God, some of these, and some of them got their screen all the way up, like the brightest it can go, like they're on the fucking moon.
Yeah.
And that's why I miss the old school fast pass system, because you had to be in shape to be able to get on the rides that you wanted to get on. It made people be active. It made people talk and have conversations with their group of like, hey, like let's strategize. How are we going to do this today? And the lines were half the wait still, because there was, it just made it easier. I hope we get paperback.
Well, here's the thing with the paper fast pass 2 candidate is that the reason why I think it was superior, even though it still does what Lightning Lane does today, which is hold up standby, is at least with the paper fast pass, because it was free or included in your ticket price, everybody had a playing chance. So let's say, for example, you had a fast pass for Indiana Jones and I didn't. I was a standby. But guess what? The next hour, I had a fast pass for Thunder Mountain. So it was like a trade-off. You waited in some lines because you had a fast pass for something else. And everybody had that opportunity. Now, yes, fast passes did run out, but usually that was pretty rare. I didn't really experience fast pass tickets running out that much. That was pretty rare. And then if a family or someone couldn't use it because they had to go, I've had a couple of times where like, hey, here, we can't use this. You want it? Heck yeah, I'll take that. See, but now you can't do that.
Do you? And I know we kind of talked about this before. Do you feel like Disney still tries to create, I don't know if the proper term is elitists, or like people that to still help those rich people feel rich, or those guests that are built differently, that they need to let them have a sense of entitlement still within the park? And do you think that is one of the ways to be able to do that? Because once again, everyone pays the same amount to get in.
Yeah, I think that kind of goes yes with Disney. I think yes with life in general. I think that if you have money, you're going to get the better table at the restaurant because you can pay, you're going to get treated better in life. You're going to date hotter women. You're just going to have more cool stuff. Like that's just the way life is. I just think that's the way it is. And I think with Disney, it's the same thing. I think if you have money, dude, you can get the you can stay at the Grand Cali.
The Star Cruiser was the one for me that kind of like really opened my eyes to be like, yeah, you have to be a certain person or they have to invite you. And if you're one of those two, either the rich person or the person you're inviting, you're not going to get in there unless you spend your whole paycheck.
Yeah. Although let me say this though, and this is with Disney in particular, but across all theme parks. I think with the price hikes constantly happening, the economy itself is getting more and more expensive. I do think there is a point to where these theme parks probably want to have people who do have money to spend at their park, right? Not just, hey, vacation money, but hey, we have FU money. We're gonna come here, buy this, spend all this money. But here's the problem with that, though. The problem with chasing just people who have money like that is now you're losing your core fan base, because those people who have money, they probably don't care what your product is. They're going because their daughter wants to go, or they just have the money to spend. Well, and so over time, you're not creating generational fans from this.
But there's also some stuff in the park too that really like boggles my mind, especially with Disney knowing how to make money. But you had like the Pandora shop and the the perfume shop.
Yeah.
How much perfume are they really selling? I don't think I've ever seen anyone walk out of there with perfume. I don't think I've ever seen anybody really walk out of there with a Pandora piece.
Oh,
I can go do that out there.
Dude, I'm telling you, dude, I have a friend and she's awesome. But she's huge, and she probably has about $1,000 worth of Pandora on her wrist. I'll tell you that right now. Pandora is huge, dude. And because Pandora, dude, they sell and they're expensive. A charm, it can average about like $80. A charm like this big, $80. A bracelet about $100 to like $150.
That's crazy, and it's just regular ass metal.
Well, it's like metal. I think maybe gold, but it's like the Pandoras at Disney though. They're all Disney like characters and stuff, and sometimes they have park exclusives and stuff like that. But they're pricey, man. So yeah, they do make the money from that for sure.
But I mean, that's the thing. Is that one of those stores where you walk by and you're like, oh, Let me look in there. And then, oh, this is cute. Let me buy it. It's not something that's on your radar. Like, oh shit, I got to go to the Pandora store inside of Disneyland because it's exclusive.
No, I think Pandora is one of those things because it's already an outside brand. Pandora has to be one of those things that as an individual, you already like as a product. And because it's in Disney, you know, okay, for example, it's like Starbucks.
It's a
right?
niche. Kind of like a niche thing.
But it's like Starbucks at downtown Disney. Oh, I like Starbucks. There's a Starbucks right here in downtown Disney. Let me go get a coffee.
Yeah.
Right? It's kind of that same thing, but on a more expensive level.
Now, one last pet peeve before we get out of here, before we skedaddle. Skedaddle. Does it bug you guys like how there's always like for example, like Oogie Boogie Bash or like the new popcorn bucket drop? How there's always like crazy demand for all of it. Like
yes.
Right? Like people don't think for them. Like it's like Oogie Boogie Bash. It doesn't change. It's been the same stuff every year. But the queue for that, the wait, I mean, it's always insane. It just like I feel like it's like, come on, you guys. Like it's a little annoying. I don't know, in my opinion. I want to say
as much as I want to do an Oogie Boogie Bash, there's just nothing like I'm not paying that price to do it. Not for candy that I can get down the street for way cheaper. The experience of meeting some characters that are rare. That's probably the only thing I want to do. But being in a park, this is the hard part. Being in DCA for hours just trick or treating and not being able to ride any rides or the 4 rides that they do have, it doesn't make sense for that price point. If this was in Disneyland, I would pay for that ticket price for Disneyland.
So what you're saying is,
oh my God, who the hell cares?
right? I mean, who
Pretty
cares?
much.
Why Boogie? Why would you do it? Go ahead, Webba.
No, I was gonna say, yeah. I mean, I think Disneyland used to have a long time ago before Oogie Boogie. They used to have a Halloween party in Disneyland. I actually never went to that one. I've only been to Oogie Boogie one time, but I have been to a few of their After Dark events, shall I say? And even Mrs. Webba, you know, who I introduced her to Disneyland, she does not care for the After Dark events. They are overpriced. Hours are super short. Too many people and too little uncool things to do. And all that just makes it not worth it.
Yeah.
And the demand for those parties, insane.
Well, we went
It's
to
because it's an exclusive, and that's the dumb shit behind it. Like, and guess what? If you want to be that person that's gonna do that, but okay, let me ask you this though: how many of those people that are going into the parks to do this are influencers versus normal people?
right. There's exactly, Candid. That's exactly it. That's exactly. Webba, you and I went to, what was it, 90s night?
90s night, yeah.
I mean, what'd you think, dude? I mean, was it worth? I mean, it's kind of right?
Yeah. Okay, so let's get into 90s night, okay? So I thought there was supposed to be a parade. Well, they came out with a cavalcade, and we waited like an hour, or 45 minutes to an hour for this stupid thing. And it was super short. It was done, and Mrs. Webber was like, that was it? We waited here for just for that? Oh, man. And then, like, to these After Dark events, the character lines are always like 2 hours long. Okay, well, I only got like 4 hours in this park to do stuff. So, Candid, you know what I want to do? I'm gonna go on rides because this is the only time when all the lines are super short. So I'm gonna hit up all the rides. You have overpriced, expensive desserts, which in my opinion should be free, should be included. It should be included, but guess what? They're not. Guess what? You have to buy the specialty drink, the specialty food, specialty dessert, all that crap. Then you got to wait in a 2-hour line to meet freaking Rapunzel or an Ewok.
Even
or something.
fills a punch card, by the way. Even fills a punch card where you get to try at least, like, you have a choice to try 5 things and they punch the card for all 5. Like, dude, that would even be cool. Just kind of like the lanyards they do for the what is it, the festival stuff.
Yeah, well, the big thing that bothers me too is these photo ops. I do not understand what it is with these people and influencers who just who they just like fall in love with these stupid photo ops. They're cheap. They're these stupid cardboard cutout photo booths. What is this? What are we in a mall?
Yeah. No, I agree.
You know, I'm like, what is this? Like I was walking by. It was for Disneyland, the 70th anniversary, the Disneyland 70 years of whatever, and they had, no joke, in the corner where you pass Big Thunder on the bridge and you go to Galaxy's Edge, in that little corner turn right there, they had a cardboard cutout of the freaking Skyway gondolas sitting there. Are you kidding me now? Really? We're gonna have a cardboard cutout. There was a cardboard cutout of the Honey I Shrunk the kids shrink ray machine.
And there was probably 3-hour wait for both.
Yeah, I'm like, come, like we can do better than cardboard cutouts, guys. Can we at least get some like practical built sets here for you to go in?
Yeah, exactly.
Time to grow up. Dude, Universal builds full-on fucking haunted houses.
That's what I'm saying, dude. You know, like they do that for their short, you know, season. But it's like, guys, if you're gonna charge this much money, then you should be giving a lot more. And on top of that, Star Wars nights, they don't even have fireworks anymore. I went to the first one. Do I still have my thing? I don't know if I still have my thing, but I went to the first Star Wars night that they had. I think it was like 2017, 2018, and they had fireworks. That was dope. And the lanyard was pretty cool, but again, other than that, the lines were long. You know, I couldn't eat anything because the lines were long. Again, it was lines. Like, people complain about lines in the regular day. This was lines all night. So
the after hours events are literally 80% waiting in line.
Dude, that sucks.
That's what it is, dude. It's 80%
Why don't they
waiting
limit them? I mean, I feel like they are limited because the tickets always sell out. But how much is really limited? Oh,
There you
that's
go.
cool. Oh, that's pretty sick.
Yes, sir.
There we go. Sorry, that was kind of loud, wasn't it? Sorry about that, guys.
I was.
Oh, here we go. A little chewy as a palate cleanse.
Love it.
But guys, I appreciate you. We had a really good time talking fandom pet peeves. We hit a lot of pet peeves. 2 full hours of pet peeves. There's a lot. We could
Just
probably
a bunch
do.
of fucking complainers, dude.
I'm telling you,
That's all it is. That's everyone's like pet peeves. You guys are just fucking complainers.
We're
Right.
the biggest. We're the biggest haters.
I'm the biggest hater. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress.
There we go. Biggest haters. Hate the way you walk, talk, all of it. But
All of it.
Candid, you have a show coming on your TikTok all about this. So go ahead and elaborate and promo what you are doing over there.
Yeah, so basically I'm going to do just little one-offs of my pet peeves, which you probably already heard tonight. And then I'm going to ask you, the audience, how you feel about it. So I want to hear every single thing that you don't like. And then I will go back and pick one of your comments. And I'll do a video on the comment I picked too. So that way we can get interactive and we can have some good conversations. Once again, my feelings are my feelings. Have your own feelings and have your own opinions on things.
Yeah.
And I'm open. I'm a book, dude. You can say whatever you want. If I agree with it, I do. If not, then I call you thing 1 or thing 2.
Exactly. Hey, you know what? We have very strong opinions here on OG55, but we welcome if you have a different opinion, we welcome that. Like we're not babies about it. Like we're not gonna cry about it. We're fine.
And you can change my opinion. That's the whole point of being human, dude. If like you believe in something and you can talk me, like say, hey, this is reason why behind it, I'm gonna be the first person to be like, oh shit, that makes sense. Actually, I agree with you. Just like the animatronic for the pirate. I need to go see it myself, and it might change my opinion. But that's why you can have an opinion on whatever you want. You're human. Just have fun, man.
I agree. Mr. Candy Camper, where can everybody find you on social media, sir?
Yes, sir. Candy Camper, right here on YouTube, OG55, over on TikTok, and over on
OnlyFans?
There it is. All right, Mr. Webb, let them know they can find you over on Instagram and TikTok.
Instagram and TikTok. And where can everybody find Mr. Webber?
Absolutely. OG Candy, it was so much fun talking with you guys on the show tonight. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Threads, my YouTube channel, a Webcast Citizen, on all platforms. You can also find me on Orange Grove 55. And remember, I am the #1 Disney fan. # special access.
He was number one.
Number one. There is not a bigger Disney fan than Mr. Webber. You cannot out Disney this man. He is the pinnacle of Disney fandom. So, absolutely. And key holders, even though we've been very critical this evening, we do love you. That song, by the way, is an absolute banger, bro. Like that Magic Happen song is incredible. They gotta play that like at the club or something, right? Like just mix that in. Mix it in with some other shit. It'd be fucking dude.
One person knows you just start like
Yeah.
Like at the pool in Vegas and shit. Like you just imagine, like, you know, you freaking amazing. But everybody, I want to thank you all for watching this episode of OG55. Comment down below with all your pet peeves. Until next time, see you.
My bloodline's crazy, kings and queens and Michael Jordan rings. I go stupido, sucio. The flow's filthy, y'all can't kill me. I've been inoculated from the snakes in the face and your corny handshakes. Cocksucker, we made it.
Thank you so much for watching OG55. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and become a member today. Mwah!